2 of your relatives did this to you badly, Anne. Archangel Michael says, what you are about to uncover will send shivers down your spine. This is not a mistake, nor a coincidence, but a buried betrayal from your own blood. 2 of your relatives have sown darkness into your path, and their actions are finally surfacing with divine judgment. The truth has waited long enough. For nights, the universe has whispered signs to your spirit, but tonight it begins to roar. These 2 people smiled in your presence and celebrated your joys, but behind that smile lived a secret filled with venom. One of them had access to your past, your trust, your weakness, and they used it to shape a silent storm against you. The other, influenced by jealousy and greed, partnered silently to ruin something you built with innocence. What they did wasn't only betrayal, it was a curse placed intentionally, believing you'd never rise above it. But now, heaven speaks. Angels have circled this situation and found you innocent beyond question. This message didn't arrive late, it waited for the perfect moment, when your heart was strong enough to receive and rise. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They signed a paper that included your name, but not your consent. A transaction was made behind your back, using your legacy as the price. Documents were switched, information was forged, and still you trusted them like family. The first person is a female, older than you, someone you once gave the benefit of the doubt many times. She knew how to play victim in front of others and make you the problem even when you were the one carrying the weight. Her lips carried sweetness, but her heart held poison. The second is a man who always acted indifferent, but secretly followed your every move with envious intent. He never celebrated your growth. Instead, he silently whispered your secrets to strangers just to watch you fail. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore the signs any longer. You have felt this discomfort around them, but you pushed it aside in the name of family. It was not your imagination, it was your spirit crying out. Type Amen to get blessing 144. One night, they met with a third person to discuss something involving your name and your future. That meeting was held in secrecy, but heaven recorded every word. They planned to change your direction completely, without your permission. They laughed while you cried. They planned while you dreamed. They calculated your next move while pretending to offer support. Comment, I am ready for the truth to be revealed. A trusted item in your house was moved. Something they touched was left behind with a trace. Heaven noticed what your eyes missed. You thought it was carelessness, but it was intention. They even tried to plant doubt in the minds of those who support you. One of them called someone close to you just to feed lies that could change how they see you. But the person who received that call didn't buy into it completely, and now that individual is preparing to tell you everything. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Your energy was attacked through conversation. These 2 people used your weaknesses to create a story in your absence. One day, they will swear they were doing it for your good, but the truth is, it was always for themselves. One of them said, we have to do it now before they get too far. Those were their exact words during the second conversation. It was about stopping your rise, your favor, your future. They didn't want to just take your opportunities, they wanted to make you doubt your own worth. That's the worst part. They wanted you to walk away from your destiny by making you feel it didn't belong to you. Archangel Michael says, you are more protected than you know. What they tried to stop has already been anointed in heaven. What they planned for evil is now being turned into evidence against them. Type Amen to get blessing 700. They are afraid now. One of them had a strange dream where they saw your face rising while theirs was sinking in darkness. That's not just a dream, it's a prophetic warning. You will receive a message from someone who was once on their side. That message will come either by accident or urgency. Inside it will be the key to everything that was hidden. One of the two has started to feel deep regret. But regret after destruction is not apology, it's fear of consequences. That person is already preparing a new story to tell you, but it won't be truth, just another layer of deceit. Comment, truth over blood. Heaven is not punishing them because of who they are. Heaven is exposing them because of what they refuse to stop. Every time they had a chance to walk away from their plan, they took another step forward instead. Type Amen to get blessing 606. They didn't just betray your name. They slowed down blessings that were coming to you. You wondered why things were delayed. It's because they signed something or said something that rerouted your favor temporarily. You were supposed to receive news months ago. Someone was coming to help you, invest in you, or promote you. But that opportunity was paused the moment those two people interfered. They spoke something negative over your name to a person who was going to bless you. That negative word caused hesitation. But that hesitation is breaking now. Archangel Michael says, you are entering the time of compensation. What was taken will be returned. What was hidden will be declared. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There was also something they hid in a drawer. It's either a printed form, a device, or a small object that contains part of the truth. The person who placed it there didn't expect you to find it. But heaven has been arranging a divine confrontation. Soon your eyes will be directed to that drawer, or someone will mention it accidentally. And when you open it, the light of truth will rush out like a flood. They tried to make your life look messy while they played perfect. They played victim in public but were manipulators in private. One even said, let them cry, they'll get over it. Comment, heaven sees everything. What they didn't know is that you were never alone. Even in the lowest moments, heaven was recording. Even when they were celebrating your downfall, angels were documenting every laugh. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You are not just being protected. You are being vindicated. In front of those who doubted you, you will rise. A phone call will change everything. Someone who has been watching from a distance will call you. And that call will begin a ripple of reversals. This person has held a part of the story for months. They were unsure who to trust. But after something happens to one of the two relatives, that person will realize it's time to speak up. Archangel Michael says, heaven is tired of watching you suffer in silence. Now comes the noise of truth. Let it ring loud and break every deception. Type Amen to get blessing 474. They will try to apologize in a way that still protects their image. But the evidence will be undeniable. What they feared most will come true, being exposed. One of them will act like they're reconnecting out of love. But their real intention will be to see how much you know. Be wise. Listen more than you speak. Heaven will give you discernment. Your spirit will recognize the shift in energy. Trust that feeling. It's divine clarity guiding your next move. Comment, I walk with heaven's insight. The person who once took your smile for granted will soon see your strength glow. And the one who tried to curse your name will be the one speaking it in apology. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Their health, peace, and plans will begin to collapse, not because you want revenge, but because heaven balances what was thrown off. You did nothing to deserve this pain, but now you deserve all the rewards that come with truth. They went too far. One of them even tried to involve someone outside the family to make sure you'd be ruined. That person has now backed out of the deal and might soon reveal what happened. Archangel Michael says, victory isn't coming, it's already standing at your door. You only need to receive it. Your name is being written in light. Type Amen to get blessing 101. The timing is no longer in their hands. They had the chance to make peace but chose control. Now, all they'll have is regret and realization. Your next breakthrough will carry the weight of this revelation. What once made you cry will now empower your voice. You will not rise quietly, you will rise celebrated. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. This message has reached you for a reason. Everything they did to delay you just positioned you for greater acceleration. Comment, I rise beyond blood betrayal. The shadows they hid behind have vanished. Your name is surrounded with favor. Their secrets are now your stepping stones. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You are not the victim of this story. You are the victor. Your healing will be louder than their lies. And your future will blind every plan they had against you. The hour of judgment has come, but with it, divine promotion. You are not going back to what hurt you. You are rising into what was promised. This is not a coincidence. It's prophecy in motion. What they meant for harm, God has repurposed for glory. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You may have thought it ended there, but it's only the beginning of what heaven is unfolding for you now. The chains they wrapped around your blessings are breaking one by one. The fire they tried to start behind your back is about to light up their own intentions. A letter is about to reach you, or a digital message. It may come from someone you barely know or someone whose name you haven't heard in a while. Inside that message is the exact moment their plan started, with names, times, and what they did. They underestimated the power of divine timing. While they were planning your fall, heaven was preparing your rise. While they thought you were sleeping, your angels were gathering the truth piece by piece. Comment, my season of silence is over. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There is a place, maybe a relative's house or a familiar office, where part of this story is buried. You once visited that place and felt an uneasy chill, but you didn't know why. Now you'll remember everything you sensed, and it will all make sense. One of them used your name in a favor they asked someone else for. They said, you don't know what they're like, and they twisted your image to gain sympathy. But that person began watching you from a distance and realized it was all lies. Heaven always makes the righteous stand out. Even when you were quiet, even when you were unsure of yourself, the light in you remained visible. That's why their story is crumbling. It couldn't hold up under the weight of your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 112. They called you weak, but heaven called you chosen. They called you confused, but angels called you anointed. They mocked your pain, but now your victory will be louder than all their plans combined. There is a strange shift happening in your bloodline. Old curses are breaking, and generational lies are collapsing. The weight you carried was never yours. It was placed on you by those who couldn't carry their own guilt. One of the two relatives will suddenly become silent. Their silence won't be peace. It will be fear. They will be afraid of the conversation that is coming. Comment, justice is my birthright. Type Amen to get blessing 313. They thought this betrayal would make you isolate yourself. But instead, it's pulling your real blessings closer. The people who were once blind to your light will soon come forward with apologies and open doors. They are watching you now more than ever, watching how you handle storms, waiting to see if you break. But all they'll see is your unshakable rise. You are not who you were when they hurt you. You've evolved into someone even you will be proud of. This evolution is not temporary, it's eternal and divine. Archangel Michael says, the sword of truth is in motion. The battle is not yours anymore. The verdict from heaven is being announced. Type Amen to get blessing 828. You'll begin to notice things being returned to you. Money, opportunities, honor, and even relationships that were stolen or delayed will start coming back. And with each return, one layer of their plan is exposed. A strange confession is coming. Someone will break down emotionally and spill everything. This confession won't be out of guilt, it will be because they can't bear the spiritual weight anymore. Expect to hear from someone you never thought would support you. They've been quietly watching, and now they want to be part of your restoration. This person will help you in ways you didn't know were possible. Comment, I was born to overcome. Type Amen to get blessing 606. You'll soon understand why everything happened the way it did. The pain was necessary for preparation. The betrayal was the trigger to elevate you into your rightful place. Their influence over your life is ending. They may try one last attempt to hold on, but it will fail. Because now, your spirit has outgrown their manipulation. They once used your kindness as a doorway. They assumed you'd never speak up, never stand up, never break away. But now you are not just walking away, you're running towards something far more powerful. Archangel Michael says, your name is being rewritten in the spirit realm. Every negative declaration is being erased. Your blessings are being released. Type Amen to get blessing 181. The fear they planted in you will be replaced with unshakable clarity. You will walk differently, talk differently, and expect differently. The world won't recognize you, but heaven always did. Soon, you'll look back on this betrayal and bless it. Not because it was right, but because it was used to reveal who truly belongs in your life. This moment is a filter separating shadows from light. The two who betrayed you will see the effects of their actions. They will no longer feel secure in their lies. Everything hidden is shaking now. Comment, I choose truth over comfort. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You are walking into a divine reversal. Where there was loss, there will be gain. Where there was silence, there will be thunder. This message reached you because the hour is here. There is no going back, only moving through with divine armor. You are not walking alone, legions are with you. Your name is being lifted in rooms you've never stepped in. Your voice is echoing in places where you were once silenced. and your blessings are now running toward you with urgency. Archangel Michael says, the wheel of justice has turned in your favor. Now comes the reward. Prepare your space, something big is coming. Type Amen to get blessing 191. The woman who smiled at your pain will cry when your testimony becomes public. The man who joined her will wish he walked away before the fire reached his hands. They are not escaping this. They are facing it. Your past will no longer define you. Your legacy will now begin. Everything you lost will be replaced with more than you imagined. Their time of influence is ending. The curtain is falling. And behind it is the truth everyone will finally see. Comment, no weapon formed against me shall stand. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Your home, your peace, your body, your path, everything is being cleansed. That dark energy they sent toward you is returning to its source. They will feel what they made you carry. There's someone new being assigned to you. This person carries light and truth. They will walk with you through this next phase and protect you as heaven lifts you higher. A door you've been knocking on will suddenly fly open. Because it was never locked. It was just waiting for your name to be cleared. That time is now. Type Amen to get blessing 525. If you feel emotion rising in your chest, it's not coincidence. It's spiritual confirmation that your breakthrough is aligned. Heaven is breathing on this moment. You are not who they thought you were. You are not their victim, nor their puppet. You are divinely chosen, and your chapter is not being written, it's being published. This is the day you finally let go of the illusion that you needed their approval. You never did. What you needed was your own freedom, and now it's here. Comment, I am aligned with divine justice. Type Amen to get blessing 616. The betrayal of these two relatives has now become the doorway of your greatest testimony. You will walk in places they told you were impossible. You will sit at tables they tried to block you from. Archangel Michael says, the ones who tried to bind you will watch you bloom. And no apology will undo the justice that is now unfolding. Let it happen. Stand tall. Your feet are on holy ground. The wind is behind you, and the past is beneath you. Your life will never be the same. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Their shadows are shrinking. Everything they used to cover their lies is unraveling. Even people who once supported them are stepping away in disbelief. The woman, the older relative, will be the first to feel the impact. She will lose something valuable, not just physical but spiritual. That loss will shake her into silence. The man, thinking he was safe behind her, will begin to panic. He relied on her to guide the deception. But now, even she cannot protect him. Comment, let the hidden be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 244. You may hear whispers of them blaming each other soon. That blame won't stop what's coming. The energy they released is coming back in full force. One of them tried to intercept a message that was meant to bless you. It was either deleted, redirected, or blocked by them through words or actions. That message is now returning to you doubled. You're about to see how heaven compensates. You lost time, peace, money, and reputation, but none of it was wasted. What they delayed, God stored and multiplied. Archangel Michael says, a divine wind is lifting you. You don't need to push anymore. Just open your arms and receive. Type Amen to get blessing 155. In the next few weeks, people will start telling you odd stories about the two relatives. They'll reveal bits and pieces that may seem strange at first. But soon, all those pieces will form the full picture. There is also someone you trusted with a small secret. That secret somehow reached the wrong ears, and you wondered who leaked it. Now you'll know it was handed off like currency by one of the two. They used your vulnerability as a weapon. But they forgot heaven guards the humble. You are not the same person they plotted against. Comment, I am rising through the ashes. Type Amen to get blessing 464. You're about to be compensated not just in blessings, but in truth. The kind of truth that leaves no more doubts. The kind of truth that sets your legacy free. You've wondered why your dreams had delays, why people pulled back, why opportunities felt heavy. It's because energy was being stolen, repurposed by those who fed off your light. That cycle is now over. One of them will try to cry before you. They'll say it was a mistake, a misunderstanding. But what they did was planned. It took steps. It had intentions. Archangel Michael says, there is no more hiding from justice. It will be loud, swift, and undeniable. You will not have to fight, just stand and let it flow. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You are being positioned in front of eyes that matter. Not gossipers, not traitors, but leaders and helpers. People who have the power to shift your life in a moment. These divine connections were delayed because of interference. But interference can't stop destiny. It can only stall it. And now the stall has been removed. Every tear you cried will count. Every time you held your tongue will count. Every night you felt alone will count. Comment, every battle becomes my blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 949. They had many chances to stop. The universe kept warning them in dreams, through people, through close calls. But they ignored it. Now, heaven has stepped in directly. Divine judgment does not need your permission. It operates by truth. One will feel it in the form of health, the other in the form of loss. But both will know why it's happening. Archangel Michael says, your hands are clean. Your name is protected. And your heart is about to rejoice. Type Amen to get blessing 123. Even as these truths come out, remain calm. Do not return to their level. You were not chosen for revenge. You were chosen for elevation. There's a place, physical or emotional, you will no longer need to return to. That place holds too much memory of what they did. Release it. In its place, new doors will open. Unexpected locations, new relationships, fresh ideas, long-awaited results. All of them are part of the reward. Comment, I release and I rise. Type Amen to get blessing 737. There is someone young who was watching this situation quietly. That person has more power than you thought. They are about to make a decision in your favor. They had doubts at first, influenced by lies. But something shifted in their heart, and now they want to support your side. Expect a phone call, an offer, or even a visit. That shift will open a chain reaction. People who stayed quiet will speak. People who hid will emerge. Archangel Michael says, you don't need proof when heaven has evidence. Your case has already been judged in the higher courts. Now the world will catch up. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. They hoped time would erase what they did. But time only brought it closer to the surface. What was buried is now being exhumed. You will walk into spaces they told you you'd never reach. And while you rise, they will be forced to sit with their own actions. This is not just exposure. It is healing for your future. The roots are being pulled out so they never grow back. Comment, my roots are divine. Type Amen to get blessing 177. This isn't the end of a chapter. It's the burning of a book they tried to write for you. You are writing your own story now. A new narrative, filled with clarity and grace. Heaven kept the records. Every unspoken truth, every silent pain, every injustice, they are all part of your testimony now. And that testimony is about to open more than just one door. The two who did this to you never expected you to survive. But you didn't just survive, you transformed. And your transformation is their greatest fear. Archangel Michael says, the sound of your rising will echo. It will be felt by the earth, seen by the heavens, and feared by the enemy. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. You are the light their darkness couldn't smother. The voice their lies couldn't silence. The truth their secrets couldn't escape. They took from you what they never owned. And now heaven is repossessing every stolen favor. It's coming back with interest. Get ready to step into the places they tried to block you from. With your head high, your voice steady, and your angels beside you. You are the storm they never saw coming. Comment, I am the divine reversal. Type Amen to get blessing 355. Your time has come.